This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Tuesday, 7th January 2025. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. With the annual concession period for barrel imports in Saint Lucia currently open until February 28, 2025, the public is reminded of the procedure for clearing of goods. In this report, Gilroy Polius, Supervisor of Customs Shed 6, reviews the process.
Working hand in glove with the Saint Lucia Air and Seaport Authority, the Customs and Excise Department is reminding customers of the procedure for clearing goods as it attempts to decongest the island's ports.
As it pertains to the clearance of goods, we are Customs, we are there to inspect your cargo. You basically have to go through our counterparts with SLASPA to get yourself into the shed. As long as you get there, your goods are identified, located, and then an officer now, as long as your goods are available to you, would come and perform the examination and give you the results, after which you would go to the SAD officer who prepares the documentation for you that you would need to make your payments. As soon as that is done, then SLASPA now facilitates the delivery of your cargo as long as everything else is in order.
Given that only certain goods fall under the concessionary exemptions, the department is asking that customers be honest in their declaration to ensure the process is seamless for all involved.
We've done this before, and just as in previous years, we ask for compliance. We ask that people, if you have something that you declared, and this is a trust that is built between customs and the individual, and we basically verify what it is that you declare on your documentation when we do the examination.
Polius reminds of what is and is not exempt from duties and notes that certain toiletries may be considered as groceries, and despite a restriction on electronics, some electronic toys may be permitted, given that they are classed under an exempt group.
Commercial cargo would not fall under the concession if it's commercial of a commercial nature. If I bring in clothing for a store, the clothing would not qualify for concession. This is a concession strictly for personal cargo, personal goods. Any other item that does not fall into those headings that I mentioned earlier, meaning foodstuff, toys, clothing, these are the items that would fall under the concession. Anything else, an officer can make you pay full duties.
As the authority tries its best to decongest the ports, the public is also reminded that authorized individuals can collect on behalf of another.
If you are trying to clear a barrel for an individual, it's a very simple process. You would have to have the documentation from the shipping agent. You would also have to have a letter of authorization from the importer and a copy of the individual's ID card. That ID card should have somewhere on it the NIC number, because when we do searches in the system, we do it according to that, what we call the unique identifier, which is your social security. But it's not a very difficult process. We try to assist individuals as best as we can to facilitate the removal of cargo from the ship.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Recently, a woman from Sarat was pushed down a precipice by an unknown assailant. Her cries for help alerted a retired police officer whose swift action sent the attacker fleeing. The incident has reignited discussions on personal safety, with a local martial arts academy emphasizing the life-saving value of self-defense training. We get the details in this report.
On the morning of January 1st, 2025, a woman was assaulted by an unknown assailant in Sarat. The attacker approached her from behind and pushed her down a precipice. The victim's screams alerted a nearby retired police officer, who responded by firing warning shots, causing the assailant to flee the scene. In light of this incident, Alan Giffard, a representative of the Golden Phoenix Martial Arts Academy, emphasized the importance of self-defense training. According to Giffard, such classes equipped individuals with the skills needed to handle unexpected situations.
When you learn self-defense, you learn body dynamics, you learn how to be aware of things before it happens. these are the things that you learn. You before the thing happens, you're supposed to already sense it. If it is a surprise, then that's where your training comes in. Body dynamics, you could handle yourself. Like that push she had there, most likely if she was trained, her body dynamics, most likely she might have diverted from the assault or something, should have done something, but not going down to that precipice.
Jifad emphasized that self-defense classes are accessible to people of all ages and backgrounds.
Can anybody?
No, you don't need no specific age. No. You go according to your ability. A proper self-defense is about survival. Yes, we teach the techniques. You have training, body dynamics, whatever. You could do karate, tai chi, jiu-jitsu, whatever you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's about survival.
He noted that the Golden Phoenix Martial Arts Academy offers classes for kids and adults at the Corinth Secondary School twice a week.
At the Golden Phoenix Martial Arts Academy, we train at the Corinth Secondary School, and we train on Mondays and Thursdays. Our self-defense classes, I have a kids class from 5 to 6, but for the adults, we go from 6 to 7. We go 1 hour. We have a 1 hour session.
The sessions combine karate and self-defense techniques, focusing on both mental and physical preparation.
It's a karate and self-defense situation. And why we say karate and self-defense is that self-defense, teaching somebody to defend themselves is not just doing a couple techniques, but the person is supposed to be self-sufficient in the sense that they are developed holistically. Okay? Because sometimes you're in a situation and you need to be able. Not able in the sense that if you are physically unable, that you cannot do nothing, but mentally able, mentally flexible. Okay? Like a man in a wheelchair could defend himself, but only if he's mentally able. He needs some training. You got me?
Interested individuals can register in person at the Corinth Secondary School during the 5 or 6 p.m. class times on Mondays and Thursdays, or contact the academy directly for further information.
A bus driver from the Jackmel route is speaking out about the daily struggles on the road, citing worsening road conditions and robberies on their bus stand. He warns that these ongoing issues are not only affecting bus schedules, but also creating unsafe conditions for everyone. Here's more in this report.
A bus driver from the Jackmel route has raised concerns about the growing challenges faced by commuters and bus drivers alike. Breaking his silence, the driver highlighted the worsening state of the roads, which he says are becoming increasingly difficult to traverse. According to the driver, potholes, uneven surfaces, and a lack of maintenance are not only damaging vehicles but also increasing the time between trips. Recently, passengers have voiced concerns over the efficiency of the bus system and longer wait times. The bus driver admitted that on mornings, there are often scores of individuals waiting longer periods for transportation. While he emphasized that bus drivers are doing their best to transport passengers, he reminded them that the journey to and from Castries is long and can be impacted by road conditions.
We're still taking the passengers to town, but the passengers self have to realize it takes us an hour to go and offload to come back. So that taking a lot of time. For instance, when they call us, there is a lot of people on the bus stop. We rushing to come back, but the road is not that good, so we have to take our time, and then it take us a long time to get back to town.
This increased time frame between trips frustrates customers as they are often left stranded for a prolonged period of time. The driver explained that there are instances where coasters or other private vehicles transport these passengers. He also indicated that some of his colleagues leave the stand early, which could be another reason why there is a lack of transportation at night.
We're told maybe some drivers are back a little bit too early. That may be the problem too, but it takes us a long time to offload to get back.
At night, the crowd waiting for buses to return home is often larger. The driver, who has been robbed on 2 separate occasions, explained that many drivers are hesitant to remain at the bus stop due to safety concerns. He mentioned that there have been suggestions to relocate the night shift to a safer location, similar to what obtains on the Vieux Fort bus stand, but these proposals have fallen on deaf ears.
When it comes to operating late in the night, we always have a problem operating where we are. Where our bus stop is, we have asked for changes and then nothing happened. Because I got robbed twice. And then the bus stand where we are is very dangerous. So if we come there like 7:38 and there is no passengers there, I will not stay.
He called on the relevant authorities to prioritize the repairs and improvements of the island's road network and to accept the proposal to shift the bus stand at night. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Coming up next, citizens are being asked to conserve water as the island braces for the dry season. And the Office of the Prime Minister celebrates a long list of interventions completed in 2024. All that and much more coming up when we return.